Why, hello there! In this week's episode of Quick Questions with Bonnie, we're going to talk about fact or fiction. Dun, dun, dun. And we're going to be busting some myths here to see if virtual assistants in other countries have language barriers. Let's dive in. So this week's question comes from Sarah, and Sarah asks, Bonnie, I'm looking to hire a virtual assistant and I want to do it overseas, but I'm a little worried about language barriers. Is it true that I can hire someone who can have perfect English in another country? Well, that's a very good question, Sarah. And here's your answer. Hell freaking yes! I mean, yes it is. Let's explain. So here's the thing, Sarah. You can definitely hire someone in a different country who can speak perfect English. And while it is true that there are certain differences in working with any remote worker, if you're finding that you're dealing with remote workers who have language barriers, here's the little truth I have for you. You're picking the wrong people. Sorry to say it, but it's true. English is fortunately right now the language of business, and there are so many contractors all over the world in so many different countries who speak perfect English. And guess what? When you have the right filtering mechanism, you can figure that out right away. So let me share with you how that might work, Sarah. Let's say we have someone in another country and we want to see, do they speak English or do they not? One thing you can do is ask them a question in English before they apply for the job, before you even interview them, and see how they respond. Here's the thing, Sarah. If they have broken English, you shouldn't hire them. That's all you need to do. It's pretty simple, actually. Now, let's take it a step further. Let's say they do have perfect English and for some reason you're still getting crappy results. Here's what you need to do, Sarah. You need to take personal responsibility. And I say that with kindness and love, and I'm saying that you need to do a quick gut check and see if you've mastered the skill set of communicating in a virtual environment. And if you haven't, that's okay, but you need to know it is a skill set and it's a little different than communicating in other fields. So what can you do to alleviate this? Well, here's a quick tip. In a virtual environment, most of our nonverbal communication is missing, and for that reason, one of the best things you can do is add that back in. So make things more visual, use more screen capture tools like Jing, use more voice messages, make sure that you are using all of these tools that not only provide added clarity, but they're also going to create the trust and the warmth that you need so that you're going to get better results with your people. Here's another benefit of using these kinds of tools. When you use tools like this, you're going to be able to connect better with your virtual workers. They're going to hear your voice. They're going to feel more connected to you. You're going to add more trust and hopefully warmth to that connection. And it's a really good way to communicate a whole lot faster. Because guess what, Sarah? Did you know we can speak typically 2 times as fast as we can type? So you can speak a whole lot more to a whole lot more people and get a whole lot more done if you master these cool tools correctly. So that's my little tip for you. If you're struggling with communicating with your workers, make sure you get a better screening process and you master the art of crystal clear communication. And for even more great tips like this, head over to our masterclass over at www.livemoreformula.com. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.